In a world where professional wrestling, movies, and pro wrestling movies dominate the landscape of popular culture, three friends lost in a pit of despair saw hope in their ability to banter, bicker, and giggle with one another for hours on end while sitting on their couch, forged in fire and bonded by bad jokes, silly puns, and sarcastic quips. Young Michael Pava, John Casey, and the one they call Lumberjake united together into a theater of three, ready to showcase their talents on the grandest stage of them all, the podcasting stage. Through their trials and tribulations, the boys have seen it all. From body slams and peacocks, to Leslie Uggams and Tiny Lister's giant lister, to spoken words and segues about segues. Mike, Lumbee, and JC have been there to work the gimmick, brother. Whether it's Mr. Hunk, non-union equivalent Willem Dafoe, or King himself, Drake, this ragtag trio has been with you through it all and will continue to offer their unsolicited opinion to those who accidentally download their podcast. Sorry about that. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, this is Three-Way Theater.
Three-Way Theater. Welcome to the Three-Way Theater. Yeah. Ha. You know. Hey, y'all ready?
Let's go.
We all about wrestling, but don't call us fanatics. We talk about wrestling movies, review the classics. From Ready to Rumble, body slamming, WrestleManics. You can tell it's our passion. Now we into podcasting, screaming Northeast Championship Wrestling. Yeah. Mr. Peacock, go ahead, represent. Yeah. Three-Way Theater, three the hard way. From your boy Mike, JC, and Lumberjake. Yeah. Welcome to the Three-Way Theater. You know. Hi. Welcome to the Three-Way Theater. Three-Way. Welcome to the Three-Way Theater. You know, Three-Way. Welcome to the Three-Way Theater.
Let's do a quick test real quick. Test 1, 2.
Test 2, 3, 4.
Test 4, 5, 6.
Pick
7.
up those sticks.
What?
Pick up sticks.
Yup. That's right. Here is my test voice. We are going to sound great during the test, and that is the only time.
Yeah, you're pretty much right.
Yes, because I'm speaking into the microphone, I'm speaking loudly, and I am using diction, something I will lose as this podcast goes on.
I disagree. You're always kind of a diction.
I'm a dick.
I'm addicted to
I'm addiction for you.
Oh.
Good old Simple Plan.
I love Simple Plan. It's on my 17-year-old emo JC playlist.
I don't think they were that
Hey, Dad, look at me. Look what I wanna do, but I can't.
When I was a young boy, the father
Oh, yeah,
took me into the
that's
city.
My Chemical Romance.
I know. I just wanted to
Same
do
thing.
that. Pretty much.
Not really. Simple Plan and My Chemical Romance are not the same thing.
They
I can see
are.
the coffee stain on Mikey's sleeve.
Oh. TWT goes to the movies.
DWT goes to the movies.
TWT goes to the movies.
And get yourself a snack.
Oh, welcome to Three-Way Theater.
Hey guys, I'm Mike Pava.
I'm Lumberjake.
And I'm JC. And what do we do?
We're a podcast.
Yeah, and we review pro wrestling.
Movies.
And pro wrestling movies.
That's right.
And we're best friends, so
Aw.
you could call us three peas in a pod.
Cast.
Oh.
Get all the buzzwords in.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean, since we're doing so good at the top,
Yeah.
thank you for listening to us on whatever podcast app you choose.
I mean, probably Spotify.
Probably.
But, anywhere you get
Apple Podcast, iTunes,
Stitcher.
Yeah.
Stitcher, Podbean, Tune In.
Tune out.
Well, they usually do tune out. They usually do.
If you don't, just download it and just just turn the volume all the way down and fall asleep and let the whole thing just play.
I think that's actually a great idea.
Why not? Right?
That's a bad idea.
It's
Did you
not
hear?
going to hurt anyone to do that.
There was a band on Spotify that got paid very little for each download that they got. So they released an entire Spotify-only album that was nothing. Silence. 12 tracks of dead air, and they asked all of their fans to just listen to it when you go to bed at night or when you go to work or whatever.
This is the best thing I've ever heard.
Amazing.
And they got paid. Spotify ended up having to pull it.
Nothing.
Dude, guys, we're doing this all wrong.
They got millions of downloads, and they got paid. Spotify pulled the album, but it was...
Why?
Because they worked around the system. And
I'm surprised
whatever.
they paid him.
I mean, at that point, it was too late. But they sure nipped it in the bud to make sure it would
Wow.
never happen again.
Isn't it great to be the person that like finds the loophole?
Yes.
What a fucking fantastic.
Stick it to the man.
Sucks for Spotify, but you know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, we
Spotify doesn't
love
have enough money.
Spotify. I just want to make that
That's
clear.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sucks for them. You fucking scumbag
Yeah,
band.
yeah.
Released in silence. How dare you? They should have told you
Jerks.
sooner.
Yeah.
They should have taken your money and money you already had in your bank.
You know, you can do that with three-way theater too. All you're gonna do.
Three-Way Theater 2, like the sequel?
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's
the original.
the show after the show.
The original. You can play us on Spotify, but then just put us on mute.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm also starting Talking Theater.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, me and Chris Hardwick.
I don't know about these allegations that have recently come out. You might not be able to do that.
I know I've had some allegations come out about me, but we're looking past that.
We are. We're also, we're through the looking glass here on our podcast because we started this thing in 2016, and we've never actually gone to the movies.
Correct.
Not only have we never gone to the movies together, I've never seen a wrestling movie in a theater.
Oh,
So that
okay.
was a brand
Interesting.
new thing for me.
So, for the first time ever, we headed down to the local Showcase cinemas.
Yep. We were the
And-
first ones in there. We've got a prime spot.
Uh-huh.
And then people sat way too close to us for my liking.
If that tall guy sat in front of me, I was gonna be so pissed.
Nothing would have made me happier.
But what did we go see?
Fighting with
With
my
my
family,
family.
the based on a true story movie about Paige.
What? Let me stop you there.
Oh.
What,
Uh-huh.
You said based on a true story.
I said-
based on actual
Excuse
events,
me.
I believe is the
I
correct.
think
I said
inspired by
based
true
on a-
events.
yeah, we all know when it says based on a true story, there are a lot of things that are taken for granted, a lot of things that are just thrown in there
Yes.
for creative purposes.
Correct.
And it's a movie.
It is based on the actual life events of Saraya Beavis.
Right. Who is Paige?
Yes. Paige.
Who is Brittany?
Brittany also, yeah.
Her last name is Beavis.
It
Yeah.
sure is.
Little Miss Beavis.
Oh, man. Her brother's being a real butthead, am I right?
They're going to do America.
Did you guys feel sexual tension between them?
Yes.
Listen, I'm all about Wincest, but I didn't feel it.
This is you've brought up
I'm not-
Wincest
I'm-
multiple times. On this
I just
podcast.
wasn't attracted to the brother.
I'm just yeah, you don't like Zach Zodiac.
But there
Wait,
is
who did you compare him to, JC?
Alex Riley. He looks just like Alex
That is
Riley.
not true at
I'd
all.
say a young Ted McGinley.
Alex Riley is handsome.
He's
This guy's
jacked.
not.
He's like Alex Riley's special needs younger brother.
That's fair.
You don't think so?
I'm not touching that at all. I mean, you can say that, but
Hold for edit.
I'm
All right. Can you edit on my agreement of that too?
No, we're gonna keep that in.
Just my agreement?
I'm gonna very strategically edit that to make it sound like you're the worst person ever.
yeah. So I mean, obviously, you can go and watch this movie.
I would encourage you to go watch this
Yeah.
movie.
I really enjoyed this movie. I'm not going to lie. I thought Nick Frost was hilarious.
Nick Frost is amazing.
And the mom, too. Don't know what her
Lena
name.
Headey. She's Cersei in the Game of Thrones
Yeah.
Never
series.
watched Game of Thrones.
She's she's
didn't-
most famous for Game of Thrones now, but she's a pretty decent actress.
Now, you said she was in Game of Thrones. Mikey compared Blonde Paige to Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, but he slightly missed up
I got the names
character.
wrong, but
yeah,
you knew who I was talking about.
I
Yeah,
did
I
know
got
who
you.
you're talking about.
Elsa from Frozen.
Yes, correct. This was the first time ever, and I'm not sure how long it will be in theaters for. So I would we'll talk about box office in a little bit, but don't look at it, Lumberjake. But
Wow, what a box office!
you, if you have an opportunity, I would suggest you to go check this out.
Yeah, absolutely. If it's playing locally, check it out. It's
It's a
entertaining
wide
movie.
release.
There's
Now,
some.
Has any of us seen this before?
I have not seen it yet.
Okay.
I have not seen
I watched
Fighting
the
with My
bootleg
Family
version
before.
last night while you guys were sleeping.
What?
Yeah.
You could have saved us so much money.
And we only
Sure
slept
could've.
for like 4 hours.
Yep.
We are on zero sleep.
Yep.
Mikey is eating his bunch of crunch from the theater. Oh, it's popcorn.
Yeah, it's popcorn. It was, people would have been able to tell from the noise of the chewing that it was not. So it was. I couldn't stop smiling and laughing at just big screen wrestling being played in a movie theater.
Is it weird to you?
Very much so. Seeing not necessarily even the movie stuff, but the clips that WWE put.
Yeah,
in
it was
there.
Weird to me.
They weren't that good of quality either.
Well, because some of it's Attitude Era stuff, whereas it's
no
not
HD.
It was weird to me because I've seen pro wrestling movies before.
Judging from Paige's walls and some of the various memorabilia she has, I'd say it is somewhere between 91 and 2007.
It's the same bedroom as Zachary Ty Bryan's from Slant.
She has a Rock and Austin poster,
right? Yes.
But she has an Ultimate Warrior wrestling buddy,
right? She also
and
has
Charmed.
She also has a Charmed poster. She also has a Metallica poster. So what fucking year is this?
She's the coolest girl in the world. Just saying.
By the way, if news to me, I'm sure news to you guys. Paige was named after Paige fucking Hollowell, three-way theater
Rose
all-star,
McGowan.
Rose McGowan.
That was
She wasn't even one of the original Charmed sisters.
No, she replaced Shannon Doherty. It's the power of three. Where the fourth fucking bitch come from?
This sister I never knew existed.
Welcome to the Charmed podcast.
Yes,
semi-charmed podcast.
I love the Charmed-verse.
Do 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 do.
We can't do that anymore.
Oh yeah.
Why? What's wrong
Copyright.
with Third Eye Blind?
Yeah, we're packed and we're holding.
Oh.
Smiling, just living, just going. Lives for me. Lives for her ovation. Her own motivation.
So yeah, I've seen other pro wrestling movies in theaters, but nothing so directly marketing the WWE.
Well, it's obviously a WWE Studios film.
But this was egregious, where it's just let's get at least this movie's about 94 minutes. Let's get at least 8 minutes of WWE footage in there.
8 minutes of WWE footage and several Rock promos, because
Right. Well, he is very integral to the
I don't know
career
if you
of
guys
Paige.
knew this, but The Rock owns WWE.
He does.
He's at every single show. He is also a guardian angel.
He is.
If you've ever seen A Wonderful Life, think Clarence, the guardian angel.
Yeah. No, this is definitely A Wonderful Life.
It was ridiculous how much The Rock had to do with
honestly
Paige's life.
Also, The Rock produced the movie, so you're gonna have WWE. You're gonna have The
If you
Rock.
produce the movie, that doesn't mean you have to be in the movie.
Tell it to Stephen Merchant.
Well, he's the writer and director. He can, and he's actually a comedian.
I don't know if you knew
be-
this, but Stephen Merchant was the girl's father,
the girlfriend's father.
the uptight people.
They'd be silly not to put The Rock in the movie.
I've got no problem with The Rock being in the movie. What I have a problem with is him literally being the crux of her entire existence and popularity.
Here's the thing.
She started the Divas Revolution thanks to The Rock. Why don't you feel my bicep?
I saved Vince Vaughn's life. I wish they would have leaned into it. I think Jake hit the nail on the head. I wish that they would have revealed Rock to be a fairy godmother, or trying to get if that final scene had just CGI'd wings and he flew up in the air, this would be the best movie I've ever seen.
The greatest movie in history.
I guess before we dive completely into the movie, though, we saw some trailers.
Sure did.
Yeah.
That is usually what happens when you go to the movies.
When we've done some other DVD releases in our Naked Man episode, we did the VHS trailers.
Now,
there were some great trailers.
Now,
what was our first trailer?
Hold on. Me and JC sat next to each other.
Yes.
Lumberjake had a space between himself and JC.
Well, I don't
We had
like
a
you.
buffer.
Well, yeah, but I don't like you calling Jake out for that because I would have.
JC also would have had a buffer, but you refused to let him.
I don't understand
you
the buffer.
shamed me.
I don't understand the buffer. We're not pissing in the fucking toilet.
Okay.
You don't have to have a buffer at the.
We're gonna be sitting here for fucking 2 hours. Maybe if I want to spread my fucking legs wide and fucking put my feet up, I don't want to get all up in JC's fucking area. Maybe if I want to put my popcorn seated in a folded chair so I could just be there arm level for me, maybe I want to do that.
You could have. You sat on the end. You could have had it on the
do
right
it.
side.
I did it.
I did too. I'm
couldn't.
just saying. I think the buffer's
JC
silly.
couldn't have if he was sitting in the middle.
I think the buffer's silly.
Okay, where's JC putting his popcorn?
In his lap.
Oh, but it's I'm not allowed to have a seat. I'm a peasant like you. I'm I can't fucking be good enough.
Well, luckily
to have a seat.
Luckily for us in the buffer zone and the popcorn seat.
Let's get ready to rumble.
No,
Oh,
you cut that off.
Oh, sorry.
That is more money than we will ever see in our entire lives.
There were a few people in the theater.
They started to pile in. If you head over to our Three-Way Theater Facebook, I did take a photo of us in the theater.
Empty theater.
You can't see
the
me in
ghostly
Lumberjack.
images.
JC took it from the
the front.
top. Yeah, no, he was in the other theater taking a picture of us so far away.
I think JC was actually taking a picture backwards. Like just
So JC's favorite part of the movies is the preview.
Yes.
yeah.
Which
Okay.
he mentioned to me because I was sitting next to him. If we had a buffer, I wouldn't be able to hear him or talk to him.
Uh-huh.
Then, like 3/4 of the way through the movie, me and JC said fuck and just started talking to each other anyway. Over the buffer.
That's true. that it did happen.
I kept leaning over to Lumberjack, but he was too far away. So
Yeah, it's true, especially with that buffer, right?
yeah.
Maybe Mikey sat on my lap and he could have held all the snacks and we would have been all good.
So I'm always interested of the trailers that they air before movies because the studio chooses, like, these are the best trailers to put before there.
I think me and you were going to make similar points.
Okay, well, I mean...
We open with Aladdin.
Yes, teaser of Aladdin.
Which they strategically edited out Will Smith at the end.
Well, this is actually so this isn't the latest trailer. This was the first teaser that was released. Like when they recently did the Lion King one, I don't know if you saw it, where it was like shot for shot of the first Lion. So this is just like their teaser. So they haven't decided to even put the Will Smith genie on the big screen yet.
Yeah, smart move.
Oh, man.
What was Fighting with My Family? PG-13?
Yeah, I believe so.
Probably, because they
there was some swearing,
bit,
yeah,
whatever. There was a pretty heavy amount of swearing, probably. But
British swearing is different.
Right.
yeah, that's fair. And if it was British swearing, they would have said the C word a lot more.
Yes.
But the next thing we got, what was it?
It was about the civil rights movement of the 1960s.
Specifically the school
In the segregation. Right. And
starring Taraji P. Henson. I think it was called like Best Frenemies or Frenemies.
My Best Enemy or My Friend.
My Best Enemy, maybe. It was something along those lines. It looked like a solid movie.
Sam Rockwell as the leader of the local chapter of the KKK.
Yes. I actually also saw this great poster recently where it was A Star is Corn. And it was Jonathan Davis photoshopped onto it. And it said, like, it said Lady Gaga, fucking Jonathan Davis, and then Sam Rockwell as Monkey. But yeah, I can't off the top of my head remember the name of this movie. JC's
I'm
looking
getting
at
it right now.
But The Best of Enemies.
The Best of Enemies.
Looked like a solid movie. However, the awkwardness came when there was probably about 6 or 7 little kids in there.
Sure, there was a lot of little kids in there.
A handful of little kids in there. And they are talking about hating blacks and fucking KKK. And I'm like, holy shit. And I'm like, it can only go up from here, right?
So what you don't like their choice of?
I'm not. It's not that I don't like or dislike. I just thought it's always very curious to me when they pick certain trailers for these.
Here's the thing: a lot of people are going to go to see this movie because they see The Rock's name on it. Okay, and whether you know, Rock has a very good name value that can bring people into this movie. I think I think you can have a serious.
But wouldn't you think that you would try to just aim for the lowest demographic and not play anything that would be controversial?
But why would? it's supposed to be controversial. It's
so you think it should be more? Well, I mean, listen, fine. Those conversations.
Does it make you uncomfortable?
It doesn't make me uncomfortable, but I just felt like it felt out of place for a wrestling comedy.
I thought it was fine.
Sure.
Okay.
You know what was fine?
Previews. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see a lot of this. You know, I understand we were watching a comedy. I don't want to see all comedy previews. Okay. I want to see some other. What? I want to see some other movie. Don't show me.
If you go to a rated R horror movie, you're pretty much seeing trailers for rated R.
Well, you're going to get rated R trailer movie. You're going to get rated R trailers. You're not going to get necessarily all horror movies.
Yeah.
You're going to a horror movie. Like, show me some other stuff.
Okay, you haven't been to the movie since Moana. JC goes every single day of his life.
Yeah, we've established you've seen 4 movies ever in the theaters.
I'm just saying I don't want to see.
What were those 4 movies again, Lumberjake?
This one.
Well, this one.
Moana. Unbreakable, and Unfaithful.
And Unfaithful.
It's all in the universe.
And he's gonna eventually watch Split so he can go see Mr. Glass.
Yep.
Yes. Now, was the next one the movie
body swap, vice versa situation
with Brenda from Scary Movie?
Regina Hall,
where she is a bitchy over the top boss lady.
Yeah.
I
Boss
loved
lady.
this trailer.
I thought it was funny.
I was all in.
But Mikey, Mikey
Yeah,
looked like
he's
he was
like
too
he's giving
over.
us eye like oh.
But he was dying
No.
laughing when she was trying to pick up the teacher.
I love this shit. What do you mean? Like,
Yeah, you do. Yeah, good body
especially the
swap.
spot with the teacher.
Yeah,
She was getting him the eye.
I love a good body swap movie.
Was it this is stripper Postmates?
Yeah,
Rich people
Rich
post
people Postmates.
That's a great
Yeah, and her
man.
assistant wishes her to become a little kid. No, some
Some
little
other
kid
little
she's
kid.
arguing with.
That's why I thought it was going to be a vice versa situation where they were going to switch like
Bodies.
places. But
But no.
I'll take teenage Regina Hall. And,
Yeah, that's fine.
you know, she'll learn a couple of life lessons, become friends with her assistant.
And it's like, all right, that
She'll
was
get with the teacher.
yeah, definitely.
Oh, in the end?
Yeah.
Before,
Regina Hall
right before she turns,
and then he goes to jail.
because Regina Hall's like, that's a crime. You're going to jail.
That's a crime. You got to do the time.
But in the body swap universe, she may look like she's a teenager,
but she's an
adult.
That does not matter. Because she is still
Well,
her
here's the
as
thing.
a child. Because, like, in vice versa, Fred Savage was, in reality, Judge Reinhold on the inside, and Judge Reinhold, Fred Savage on the inside.
Right.
So, but I think
There's points where the lady tries to fuck both Fred Savage and Judge Reinhold. They try to fuck her, and she almost goes for it.
and to take it a step further because it's not
You would've done it.
quite vice versa because it's just two body swapping. This is more of a big situation.
Yeah, she becomes small.
It's the
And-
opposite of big.
and
Reverse big.
Reverse big.
Little
Small,
Tom
if you
Hanks
will.
got fucked. Tom Hanks got fucked by the girl, and then he turned into a boy at the end of the movie.
Yeah, he was only mentally immature.
Yes, and she goes, well, when you're 18, I'll only
That's my
be 40.
point.
Well, that's
That's
what
what I'm saying.
But that's a really fucked
Tom
up
Hanks
situation.
was a kid.
Yes,
Even though he
yes.
was in an adult body, he was still a kid.
And
So
that-
she...
But
And
he
that
has the
line-
mentality of a child.
Right.
And that line she said to him at the end, that's grooming.
It is. Hashtag me too.
It's like, hey, just
Only if
want
I
to.
get the top bunk.
She was like, hey, Tom Hanks, if you don't have a baby by 16, then the world's going to end.
He also she also wistfully looks at Tom Hanks when he's Tom Hanks. She turns around and he looks back. She's the little boy. Like, I nailed you hard, son.
I'm not going to jail. There's no evidence. And
Here,
it's like, okay, we saw this fun little body swap movie. Everything's
Yep.
all good.
Uh-huh.
And the next thing we got,
Oh my God.
starring the Chrissy Metz from This Is Us.
I don't know what that
Oh.
means.
She is the large woman.
Yes.
Okay.
This Is Us is
From the
very-
creators of Miracles from Heaven, a movie that my girlfriend watched,
Really?
and it was insane. This was a very religious. I don't believe this movie's going to see theaters.
I mean,
I'm guessing this is going to go direct to DVD.
with the
This
star
one we're
power
talking
that it's
about?
got.
the trailer that we saw.
Yeah.
No
I mean,
way.
it's being released.
It's, yeah.
Yeah. Is it
so-
being released or is it escaping?
So this woman's child falls through the ice, is under the water for like 15 minutes. It's basically a miracle.
He's done.
movie.
He's dead.
You forgot Pastor Topher Grace.
Pastor Topher Grace.
Sure did. Sorry
Eric
about,
Foreman.
Sorry about that.
Dumbass.
The kid is a basketball player, but then they're out playing on the ice, and someone tells him to get off, and he goes, "We're trying out for the Olympics."
Idiot.
You're a basketball player, you dumb fuck. Don't go sassing adults. And you deserved exactly what you got.
Mm-hmm.
He plunged under the water, much like the good son, and he was in a coma, and there's no
dead.
getting him out of there.
He's not going to make it.
But then,
Beep.
all of a sudden,
Beep.
What? Oh, burn it! Burn it! Burn it! Burn it!
It's time.
That's gotta burn it!
he has a breakthrough. Just
The
like,
ice.
Just
We already
like,
talked about that.
Yeah.
Just like he broke through the ice, he has a breakthrough with his coma. And
He's fighting for his life.
we don't know if everything's going to be okay.
You think he's gonna make it?
I think we should probably
I don't
pray.
think so. I don't think so.
In
Now,
the-
Mikey, as a
in the
Catholic,
2019 movie.
I mean, I'm non-practicing, but yes.
but I mean, you're just kind of like your law degree. You don't practice it, but if you want
Yeah,
to
you
take
still have
advantage
it.
of it,
Right, I've got
you
it.
can. You
could get married in a
practice
church if
law.
you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But as a non-practicing
Yeah.
Catholic,
Uh-huh.
how did you feel? Did you feel anything like? Did God
welling up inside
Yeah.
of you?
Did you like feel like a miracle
Like
happening?
when that guy was fishing around for the kid, and like they were like, "Listen, we're looking for a body."
I
Not-
was searching around there,
This is a
and I was
recov-
looking down, and there was nothing there.
and then I heard a voice.
it told me to get it.
Now,
Do you think it was God? I don't believe in God.
His character
I'll
doesn't
believe
in
for
God.
both of us.
Ugh.
What was your question? I don't understand.
Did you feel the power of God
did
in
you feel
you?
the power?
Did you
No,
feel inspired?
Did the
I mean, it's a
power
it's
of
a
Christ compel you?
very emotional situation.
How
but
emotional for you?
it doesn't. I'm not. It's
Tell me about your childhood. Let's dig into this, and let's get to the bottom of your neuroses.
We're going to be going long today.
you might want to hit that mute button right now.
This is the 2019 movie Breakthrough.
This was I just thought it was a really bad trailer, and it's probably going to be for a really.
It's just schmaltzy.
Wasn't
fucking
Shawn
bullshit.
Michaels in one of those type of like religious movies?
recently.
It's a Lifetime movie in the movies.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
But I feel like Topher Grace must be the only reason why it got even a theatrical release.
Okay,
Well, no,
let's not give Topher Grace that much credit.
Well, he's
got that 70s money.
Guys,
listen.
we've got Eric Foreman.
the woman who plays the lead. I mean, she's pretty popular right now.
Is she?
Yes, she's
on This Is Us.
Us, which is a very
I've
popular
never
show,
watched the
and it's
show.
just as emotional
She was American.
as this kind of movie is. It's that kind of like there's a lot of they give you the shit that just makes you. Makes girls cry.
Yeah.
You know what I
People
mean?
die. And
Yeah.
Okay.
Really emotional shit.
It also takes place in the future and the past, so people die, but they're also
How
still
far
in
into
the
the
show.
future?
1,000,000 years.
What? I gotta watch this show now.
Beep, boop, beep, boop.
So yeah, there was also a Sasquatch trailer.
Yeah.
That looked fun.
It was cute. Zach Galifianakis as the missing link,
Yes, Susan.
and and Hugh Jackman as his companion.
Yes, Susan.
Yeah,
Um,
it's not Pixar, but I mean it's fine. It
after
looks
the
fun.
first trailer we watched, Mikey goes, "That looks good. I want to see that." It's the Ellen joke.
I mean, when I want to see something, you'll know. That's how I know.
You didn't let us know.
I did.
Which one?
I'm going to see the Regina Hall movie.
Fucking
Sure am.
small.
And I'll probably actually see the Civil Rights movie as well.
That looks good.
Yeah.
I wish they were one movie.
I just combined.
Yeah, it's like he's yelling at Taraji P. Henson, like, "You're never going to go to a white school." And then she becomes small and has to go
She
to an
becomes
integrated
white?
school. Whoa. I was not going that direction.
Wait, but I like where this is going.
Yeah.
We have Sam Rockwell turn into a black kid.
Okay.
She turns into a white guy.
And then they have to live in each other's
Imagine a
shoes.
serious like body swap movie where it's like,
Yeah.
whoa.
It's not a comedy. It's a
Yes.
drama.
Let's write it.
Let's do
Let's
it.
do it. Sorry, guys, we're going to stop this podcast
Yep.
right now. Hope you enjoyed the episode. We're going to go write this movie.
Hey guys, we just got back from the Oscars and we are loaded up. Look at all these Oscars.
Yeah, I've drunk so much. So loaded.
You still have your movie cup.
Yeah, my straw's broken though. It's the worst.
So yeah, let's talk about the movie.
Fighting with my family.
Yeah.
We cut to King of the Ring 98.
Well, this is where Mikey had a real problem with the timeline.
This is the montage, right?
The
This is
opening.
montage. So
Yeah.
they're showing. I don't think this is necessarily a timeline thing. I think they're saying this is WWE. Like this is wrestling. Like we're gonna show Austin. We're gonna show The Rock. We're gonna show these things.
Yeah, but they did that later when they showed the parents
Listen,
what WWE. What,
listen.
during
and
the
it also
second-
cut to them watching it on the TV.
Yeah, that was what it was. That's what we were watching initially, right?
But he's arguing that it's just the puff piece at that point.
Right. I'm thinking it's just like they're coming back from commercial and they're doing a little thing. I don't know.
So it cuts back, and the little brother is watching. The older brother, rather, is watching wrestling.
Paige comes in and she doesn't want to watch wrestling.
She wants to watch
Charmed.
Because her favorite character
Is
Paige Hollowell,
Uh-huh.
a.k.a. Rose McGowan, circa 2000.
They got a good little actress to play young Paige.
Yeah, she was fun.
Well, right away we're kind of shown that Paige, her brother probably wants this more than she does. That kind of story.
Well, yeah, she turned off wrestling to watch fucking Charmed.
Right.
So her heart isn't into wrestling.
No. Which,
yeah?
well, I mean, I think
Right.
that's one of the things the movie kind of struggled with.
Did she want to? She couldn't answer why she wanted to be a wrestler because she'd been doing this.
And she never answered.
No, her parents had to force her to wrestle when she was a kid.
Right.
But she ended up liking the pop. Of
She
the
has
adulation.
resentment to her mother for actually giving her mother's wrestling
Yeah,
name.
her mother's name Saraya in
Right.
the ring. She named her fucking her named her actual daughter Soraya.
Right.
Do you think she resents that a little bit,
Yeah.
like in real life?
What?
Oh.
In like real life.
I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for Paige. Paige here.
Oh.
Paige, can you speak for yourself?
But I guess it's like if you name somebody after yourself, it's not seen as like a
junior?
narcissistic thing. Yeah, but like naming them after your ring name, like I don't know.
That feels a little weird. Like, I don't know.
I don't know if that was just something they threw in.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
her
to
mother's
move
real
along
name
the
is
story.
Soraya.
Right.
Her wrestling name is true.
Yeah,
Right.
I think her name's like Sarah or something.
So I don't think it was, but I think it was a good little.
Yeah.
But so it just shows that her brother's the one who really has this dream. She
He's got
wants
his-
to be a witch or something. I don't know.
Well, we
Yeah, that's fair.
because we never really know what she would want outside of wrestling. We're never shown that side of her.
Yeah, the brother makes it clear that he's got nothing outside of wrestling. She never.
Like, we know that she sort of likes Metallica because of the posters.
Mm-hmm.
She likes Charmed,
Yep.
Loves drugs,
drugs,
alcohol.
band T-shirts.
I mean, that's the drugs and alcohol comes later in life, but whatever.
right? I don't know.
She's just some kid.
Um,
I don't know. It just seems not.
well, for all the street toughs in England, all they either have is drugs or wrestling,
Right.
Yeah.
as
yeah.
we're shown.
Only weed though.
Right. I do love the rinky-dink WAW.
Me
school.
too.
Their little underground. The atmosphere was really cool. It reminded me of Slammed.
Yeah.
The bar room wrestling.
They're fucking driving around in the big family van.
Right. Picking
Picking
people up.
Yeah,
My favorite-
This is them as adults now, by the way.
My favorite. Well, because Smash Cuts. It
Yeah, we
talks
kind of skipped over the first
underage,
match.
under 18 match.
Yeah. When does this happen?
Apparently in
And
England.
who didn't invite me?
And why is
Why
the
didn't
Pink
I get
Ranger
invited?
there?
Fucking seashell party.
Zach dresses up as the Pink Ranger to wrestle.
Yeah, he
Right.
did. A Pink Ranger in a dress, like
Yeah.
in a pink wig, like make it even more girly.
Well, you didn't want to do intergender at that point. You had to kind of fool everybody.
That's
yeah.
fair.
And he'll do anything, brother.
And like they were just fighting and stuff, like with
The
his family.
family.
He was trying to choke him out, and the dad was helping him out, and the mom's like, "Oh, what are you gonna do?" And she fucking backed out and gave him a wrist lock or
Right.
whatever. So that was a.
And then they kissed and fucked.
Right. There was
Yeah.
a lot of sibling fucking.
Uh-huh.
Did one problem I had with WAW. I had a lot of problems with WAW, but the one problem that I had with it was that they were the only wrestlers in their company. Besides Union Jack, who I loved, and I was so happy every time he made an appearance in the movie.
Yeah.
It was only them. It was either mixed tag matches or brother
Well,
versus
they were
sister.
still just training the young kids.
So what else did they do on the shows?
Matches.
Now, WAW is the real name of the promotion
Yes.
From England.
In
that
Eng-
Paige's
in
family
Norwich?
runs.
Yes.
So, yeah, I found out. Oh, and the brother is the trainer. there.
Yes.
Right.
He's training, little kids,
Exactly.
blind
Blind
kids, which
I wanted to see more of the Blindy.
we did.
No, I wanted to see like real life footage.
Wanna look it up
right
it's probably in the documentary. It's called the name of the documentary is "The Wrestlers Fighting with My Family."
Okay.
Because at the end of the movie, during the credits, they used footage from the movie
Right.
within. It's on YouTube. It definitely is. Oh, Mikey, the story of a blind. I literally told you what to fucking look up.
So yeah.
So we have she wrestles him as the Pink Ranger as a child, 13 years old.
She takes a clothesline,
She takes a clothesline.
and we're transported to them as adults.
yeah,
Or-
her taking a bump as an adult.
Oh, I guess 18, 17, 18, because
As much of an adult as she was.
right.
Right, because at this point it seems like time has stopped because she fast forwards to being like in her like teens. We don't know if it's been 1 year, 2 year, 5 years from the time that she was working at WAW to trying out at SmackDown to getting signed. What year? Like, what's happening? How long is it?
Well, did you guys know she never won the NXT Divas title? Like, she just went from training and getting bullied by the other models to just being a WWE
She
Divas
went
champion.
She went from seconds away to honking the horn to being a fucking Divas champion. By the way, I love
Vince Vaughn?
I love Vince Vaughn in this. I
You
feel
love
like they-
Hutch?
I feel like they could
Go for Hutch.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they should have given him some more.
The original plan for this was for Hutch to be played. He was supposed to both be in character and also be played by the the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Dusty, however, passed away before that could happen.
It's too bad.
It's a bummer.
Now, originally we had thought that he was going to play Jake the Snake Roberts in a training
Yeah.
role.
Well,
What was that
IMDb,
about?
which is not to be trusted, had
it was early
put
on.
in pre-production, the cast list had Vince Vaughn playing Jake the Snake Roberts.
Right.
So like, maybe that was just like a holder name for Hutch. Because
Maybe.
it was supposed to be like, I don't know. But
Well, Hutch is like the word. Like, I don't know. The name is kind of stupid.
Paige said that the character of Hutch was an amalgamation of Dusty Rhodes, Norman Smiley, Dr. Tom Pritchard, and Bill DeMont.
Excuse me, Norman Smiley.
Norman Smiley.
If Vince Vaughn did a big wiggle, that would have been
And
awesome.
who? Tom Pritchard?
And Dr. Tom Pritchard
Cool.
and Bill DeMont.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I
I
mean-
see a lot of the Bill DeMont.
This movie would have been fucking phenomenal if Dusty Rhodes had been
Dusty
Rhodes.
That would have made it. That would have given it like a whole different feel. Because like the first like real wrestling cameo we got was like Big Show and Sheamus.
That was the
Right.
only wrestling cameo
No,
we
The
got
Miz.
besides The Rock.
Miz walked
okay.
by.
Okay, The Miz. But those three were it.
Well,
Yeah.
you can't overshadow DJ.
That's true. Dwayne Johnson.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, besides The Rock, that was it. I was waiting for a cameo.
Yeah, it was great when the Miz walked by the girls. He was like, "Who is awesome? I am awesome. Who is awesome? I am awesome."
Listen, I'm glad Miz showed up because he's always been my stealth MVP in the pro wrestling movies.
Paige said about 95% of the story was true.
I mean, it's just that things have been rearranged, things have been omitted. It's very like, I don't know. It's just incomplete.
It was. She said that she never met with The Rock. Believe it or not, her and her brother.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
wait, that part
Yeah.
wasn't true?
It was not.
What the?
However,
Oh,
The Rock was the one that told her she would be making her WWE debut.
really?
That's according to Paige. But yeah, The Rock and her and her brother did not meet The Rock, and he did not cut promos on them both. A perfect Harry Potter British promos. But yeah, so that's take it with a grain of salt. So whatever.
I mean, the salt has been grained.
Paige also said that she was bullied worse by the girls than was
I
shown
believe
in the
that.
movie.
I totally
Of
believe
course.
that. I mean,
And
first
now-
of all, they're living in this beautiful posh.
Is that a thing, by the way? Is there
No!
an NXT hotel room where they all chill by the
No.
pool? And
No.
are you sure?
It's going to be more like boot camp. It's going to be more like.
It's so weird because these people are not even signed to NXT yet because they're still cutting people.
Right.
They're not going to
Right.
sign people to contract. And be like, you're cut.
Thanks, coach.
Like,
we kind of skipped over the fact they had a little tryout.
Right. So they show up at the O2
Yep.
for SmackDown.
O2 Arena. SmackDown's when it
which
showed.
was preceded by this great dinner scene where Stephen Merchant and the wife are there meeting Zach's, the family. They're all meeting everybody.
They're meeting his girlfriend's parents.
Right.
Because she's pregnant.
oh yeah, that gets really glossed over when he reveals that. Is that what happened when he's like, "Can I talk to you outside real fast?"
Yes.
And she like gives her a big hug and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
because
she
she's
was saying-
pregnant.
Yeah, so that was like brand new news.
Yes. So I guess that helps the timeline a little bit because we know that the baby was born 9 months.
Okay.
So there is somewhat of a timeline.
So in a shocking twist, they choose.
Okay, so I have a problem with the training. This training. Why
what's that?
they don't set up separate rings in a warehouse of the arena to work
Yeah,
out?
that's
Of
how it
course
works.
they do.
Yeah, they
Do they?
Yeah, in the O2 Arena.
Uh huh.
Yeah, they load their extra rings.
Uh huh.
Ship them across the ocean.
Yup.
And then set them up
Okay.
just to have the tryouts and stuff.
Right.
Uh-huh. And so in addition to the main arena where SmackDown is being held and where we
It's in
already
the-
saw people working out and training
No,
in that first shot.
That's the sub arena that they have the ring set up
Uh-huh.
in.
See, but I think they wanted to save the big arena feel for the finish of the movie.
Sure.
Also, is this taking place at tracks?
Yes.
There's also somebody in the movie standing next to him that's almost assuredly Pete Dunne.
Yes.
He's wearing a furry coat and he's got like the hair swooped over and like they never mention him by name.
Right.
But that's gotta be Pete Dunne.
That's gotta be. That's gotta be Pete Dunne. Yeah, that's
I don't
probably
think it was,
right.
but-
Oh,
Vince Vaughn is hilarious in this movie.
he must have riffed on a lot of his one-liners.
Nick Frost is hilarious in this movie.
Yes.
Nick Frost is always fantastic in everything that I've seen him
He's
in.
the
course.
shining light in this movie for me.
Really?
Yeah,
I would easily say he's the movie's MVP.
I agree.
Okay.
Like-
yeah.
We were popping for his stuff in there's probably less than 24 people in that theater.
Oh, there was like 2 dozen?
I said less than 2 dozen.
Oh, there was probably like 12 people in the theater.
That's
I'd
less than
say
2 dozen.
including us.
Baker's dozen.
Yeah.
A Brickhouse Baker's dozen.
Slaps leg.
Yeah, so Hutch says, okay, if I say your name, step forward. Congratulations, you'll be going to Florida.
If not, this is the end of the line for you.
I really hated that. He turned that phrase a couple different
They said
times.
it's
the end of the line for
There's
you.
nowhere for you
but
to
here's
go.
the thing. What if that is one of those guys like lines? Like, what if that is like a fucking...
You
I
know
can
what? It
picture them
probably
saying
is.
it.
It's DeMott's.
You think Bill DeMott also introduced the horn?
Yes. Yeah.
So the horn, real quick.
Well, yeah.
Well, okay. So he says, "Step forward if
If
I say your name.
name.
If not, you're done." He says Paige's name.
I don't
then
know if
he
he says
says-
Brittany, Soraya, or Paige.
Right.
So he says Paige's name, but that was great because that was the scene where she goes, "Well, what's your name? Is it Brittany? Is this Raya?" Like it's Oh, so what do you? What
You
do
don't
you
even know
work
your
at?
name?
Where do you work out of? What do you call like a perfume counter
you
girl?
worked the perfume counter at Macy's.
No,
Like,
I'm a witch.
fucking...
So she's the only one that gets picked.
The only one.
Zach is sitting there dumbfounded.
Devastated.
The cheetah guy isn't picked.
yeah, fucking a cheetah in silk clothing.
There was a guy with a singlet that said Greek, so we knew he was the Greek guy.
Yep. Almost surely the Greek guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then there was this other guy there. He's like, "Do you think you have what it takes to be an action figure?" "Yeah, I could be the WWE champion." He's like, "That's confidence.
I like
You're
it.
gonna need that. You have nothing else you need but
Yep.
confidence."
And then he didn't get picked.
no, of course
No.
not. He said he literally had nothing else to give.
Yeah.
So
So talk about the horn. You
getting
wanted
back
to
to
talk
the
about
horn, yeah. So the horn is a device used by the trainers that if you want to quit,
If you want to tap out,
if you're done, you can't take it. You honk the horn and you go home.
work it, work it.
Okay.
A little bicycle horn
Yeah.
too. It's not like a
Jake, how often did Mikey put the horn in your face while he was training you?
He said it was a horn. I don't know what it was.
How did it feel?
It was a tiny. It was more like a dog whistle.
Anyway,
So go on. Yeah. So at this point, they really kind of split off because Zach is obviously very upset.
Yeah, he's not letting it known.
He's letting it be known with that fucking puss face.
No, because Paige was going to quit. Paige was going to quit and say, "I'm not doing it unless you hire my brother too." I'm going to mark that as time number 1 where she would have been fired on the fucking spot.
True that.
On the fucking spot. There would have been no 10-second fucking grace period. It would have been, "Oh, okay, you're fired."
I agree with that.
Like, there would have... It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to think anyone's going to fucking bend over backwards like that for a fucking tryout person trying to... Yeah, that's insane.
You're absolutely right. That's true.
It was... Yeah, I didn't like that.
So we're gonna keep a tally of how many times she should have been fired.
Oh my god, so many!
So at this point, the story of Zach and Paige kind of split off because he's now back home in London.
Taking care of his baby.
His baby's on the way.
Now, we also found out that the zebra kid, their oldest brother,
Right.
is currently in jail.
Yes.
Because he did not make it in his tryout, and he took it hard, became an alcoholic, and just started fighting people.
Right. For his family.
Foreshadowing.
Right.
Foreshadowing for my family. So, we see that the brother, Zach Zodiac, is sitting in front of a crying baby, not taking care of it, while drinking a Guinness.
what a dick.
Yeah, that's what the girlfriend said.
For
basically.
a half a second, I thought it was going to take a dark turn. I'm like, whoa, I didn't know about this in the Paige family.
No shit.
In the background we were kind of watching the
Documentary.
wrestlers, the actual documentary, and I thought that good job with the casting on the mom.
Yes.
Yeah, very much so. And also Nick Frost. I think Nick Frost, and I also never realized I was a mohawk away from being Nick Frost.
What did you guys think about in the training about the boner situation?
Oh, so
Yeah.
Oh,
They were training people,
they were doing go behinds and breaking away from a full Nelson.
and Paige goes, "Paige here? Is that a boner you happy to see me?" She's like, "Is that a boner?"
yes.
And he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, it's natural. It happens.
When you wear those basketball shorts like that, how do you
I mean,
expect not
especially
to
when
go?
you're doing go behinds. It happens all the time. Who hasn't had a dick in their ass?
Well, I don't know. According to the fucking NXT fucking crowd, Paige is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in their life. Fucking, glad she's not in a bikini, huh? Like, what the fuck? But
She heads to Florida.
I love that the mom came in and was like, "Huh, boner again?"
Yeah.
Well, it's a occurrence that happens
all the time.
And how many push-ups do they have to do?
50.
50.
He had to do
50.
50, and it was usually less, but it was more because it was his sister.
And it also,
So he must be really desperate.
that wasn't his sister that got the
He didn't. The brother did not get the boner.
Yeah, it was the.
It was one of the
but
kids.
he
he got the boner from his sister, and that's why he had to do more. Zach Zodiac made the kid do more push-ups
right,
Oh,
exactly.
because he got a boner
yes,
from his
yes,
sister.
Now
yes.
it was 50 push-ups or until it goes away.
Yes,
Right.
whatever happens
So,
first.
Yeah.
But that blood gets pumping. That's not going anywhere.
Nope.
I mean, I've heard. I don't do push-ups, so I don't know. But I've been told.
But remember that time the brother's penis came out?
Yeah, and everybody laughed at
everyone
it?
laughed at his little penis.
You think that's like a Al Snow rib?
I
No,
think
I
that-
think that really happened.
I didn't believe that's a true.
Oh, okay.
True story. Definitely a true
I'm
story.
sure if
And they
we
just threw it in the-
read
they-
something,
okay.
he wore his dad's trunks one night.
See,
they
I
were
really,
too big.
I
and they
really
fell
wish we
out.
watched the actual documentary before seeing the movie. That would have been,
I feel like that would have spoiled some things, though, for
spoiled.
us.
But it's a real
Spoiler page got signed.
Yeah, like
I hate going to spoiler pages.
Oh. I think that it was surreal seeing the during the credits, seeing the actual footage of
Yeah.
things happening
Right.
as the movie. So I think I kind of enjoyed that,
I definitely did.
seeing
yeah.
the fictionalized version first.
Yes.
and then like seeing the real version. It's like, okay, what a nice moment, you know.
Exactly.
And I feel like we would have been even more nitpicky if we saw the documentary first.
I'm with you 100%
Okay.
on that. So they go to Hotel NXT in Florida, where Paige moves into her roofside pool.
with a fucking an infinity pool.
yeah, and she meets the fucking bikini squad.
Now, do we
Oh
think?
my
who are the
God.
bikini models? Do you remember anybody's name?
I remember one.
There was
Oh.
one that I
One
remember.
name?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
just one.
It was Jerry fucking Lynn. Why did they name a woman Jerry Lynn?
That's a rib, right?
It's gotta
Why
be.
would they name a woman in there Jerry Lynn?
We
Why?
were so obnoxious when that happened.
Every time they said her
Every
name,
time.
Because
which
they
was a
said
lot.
it She's the only. There was 3 blonde women that were playing the roles of the models.
They didn't say the brunette's name once.
No.
Jerry Lynn got 19 mentions.
like full name. Oh, sorry, Jerry Lynn.
And every single time they said it, we all went, Jerry fucking Lynn. We couldn't even handle
Oh
it.
my God, that's
Fuck.
definitely a rib.
By the way, these girls are cheerleaders and models, and they are hot as fuck.
Hot to trot.
Yeah,
As they
hachi
say.
machi.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not workers. They're not wrestlers.
Right.
We find that out because one of them fucking what is it? She first kicks her as hard as she can in the uterus
in the ovaries.
Right in the ovaries.
baby. And then elbows her in the face
twice,
twice.
and then Paige spins around and slaps her.
Gives her that
gives
receipt.
her a receipt, brother. Now, Paige,
The models are horrified that she slapped her.
For
like,
real.
actually slapped her.
yeah. Now Paige has to apologize.
Well,
for that.
Hutch loses it.
Well, they don't do receipts here at NXT.
That's clearly not DeMott.
Yeah, no shit. but
Yeah, actually, Paige had to sit on the other girl's face for a second to apologize. Oh, that was just my. I'm sorry. That was.
Yeah, I remember when Mike Pava made me eat jelly donuts while he gave me a stink face. I devoured those donuts though. Mikey didn't even have powder on him.
I
afterwards.
fed him the donuts from my ass.
This is hot.
And then she's like, "No, it's a receipt. Maybe if you taught people a little bit better, they'd be learning better." Fired number 2.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then he goes, "Paige, I asked you to say sorry." All right, sorry. It's okay.
Okay, let's get back to work.
That was Demott.
I had a big problem with the time zones of this movie because there's a scene of Hutch getting a phone call from Zach. Zach's not doing well, being at home with the baby. He wants another opportunity.
They're both out there looking up at the moon.
Right, except that's not possible. Zach calls him at like 10 o'clock at night, calls over to Vince Vaughn. He's in his nighttime office.
Maybe it was 5 o'clock in the morning.
No,
and
no.
it was. He's up early. He's a workhorse.
You know what?
No.
I enjoyed it looking back on it now. The discussion he had with Zach Zodiac, knowing he was just talking to himself.
Oh.
He was just talking to himself.
Let's talk a little bit about that. Let's talk about the journeyman of Hutchinson. Was that his name? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Hutch Hutchinson.
Yeah. Yeah, that was his name.
Well, we get this. We get a little background on Hutch.
Well, we get background through
Yeah.
the guise of talking about Zach.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's talking to Zach, telling him that he's just doesn't have it. He doesn't have the spark. He's
a journeyman.
It's just literally never going to happen.
He's there to put over the star. He's not to be the star.
But I don't have anything else. Well, find something else. And then later on in the movie, we get the
Paige is just having a hard time at training.
Mm-hmm.
She's
now, about to honk the horn.
After getting into it with the models, she has dyed her hair
blonde.
Yeah.
She has tanned herself.
Looks amazing.
Amazing.
But could you imagine a blonde Paige, though?
No. I want to.
A blonde Paige with fucking, like, no makeup and a tan? Like, I wouldn't know what that looks like.
Right.
I thought she looked great.
I thought fucking Pug looked great. Pug. Is that her name?
I think it's Florence Pugh or Pug. Maybe it is Pug. It's probably Pugh.
Yeah, Florence Pugh. That's better.
Anyway, so they're during this training at the beach.
Yeah, there are a lot of training at the beach.
Does that happen?
Everything is tough enough.
That's a tough enough thing. Yeah.
Okay. So they do this obstacle course.
Yeah, they have to run, pick up a fucking weight over their shoulders, drop it, do a little low cargo net, have to crawl underneath it, and then do a tire flip. Flip a
3 times.
Big tire 3 times.
Now, the models pull it off, and my favorite part was Mikey turning to me and goes, they're really working hard. Like, he sees Paige giving them a hard time. And Mike's just like,
yeah, because you were 5 seats away.
He's like, they're really working hard. They're doing it. Like, they are working hard for their job. Like, I'm like, yeah, Mike, they are. You're right.
Next time, Mikey's going to sit in the middle.
Yes, Mikey in the middle.
And then we'll give him no buffer on either side, and then we can have our chairs.
Yes.
Free chairs.
Great. We'll never go to the movies together again.
See? Oh, why? You can just sit with your shit in the middle of your lap.
So Paige cannot get that last tire. She can't flip that last tire.
Yep, and he's like jamming his fucking horn.
He's like, honk my horn. Huh? Honk it. Honk, honk. And so, she doesn't. She kind of just, like, slaps it away.
He tells her to fucking go home.
Yeah, and this is the point where he tells her, your brother's just a journeyman. He's gonna lose his family. He's gonna lose his beautiful child.
And he's so desperate to make it, he's probably gonna let some young guy that has a huge bright future ahead of him, throw him off a 30-foot cage. His rotator cuff is gonna get fucking impaled by his fucking shoulder blade, and that'll be the end of his career. But he's not gonna listen. He's just gonna keep on wrestling until he's 4,000 miles away from his family.
But wait a minute.
How does he know all of that?
Because he's talking about himself.
Wait,
what? I thought he meant Zach Zodiac.
Yeah,
nope.
What the? So all this time, Hutch Hutchinson was talking about himself?
Mm-hmm.
You remember legendary journeyman wrestler Hutch Hutchinson?
Yeah, Bing Bing.
Oh, my...
Bing Bing. Yeah. That's a goddamn t-shirt. Bing Bing.
Yeah.
It's just fucking Hutch Hutchinson with 2 Bing Bing.
Bushnell Hutch. He couldn't be a cactus. He had to be a little bush.
He's Hutch, the Hutch Hutchinson?
Yes! There we go. No, he's Hutch the Hitch Hutchinson.
Oh, okay. And he gets people together?
Yep.
Everyone's going to laugh at our great Hitch references. People love that Will Smith movie.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. So Hutch Hutchinson tells him to go home. And luckily she can, because her parents already booked her on a show.
Yes.
For their company. And that's firing number 3 we got right there.
Yeah.
I also think that probably really happened.
That's fair.
My favorite part is they're making Paige dolls out of Barbie dolls.
Barbie dolls. They're just coloring and cutting.
All the trainees are just coloring the hair like with a marker.
We're all children.
Yeah. Sweatshop.
Is that a sweatshop? Hey, sweatshops, you get paid.
Ooh.
Burn. What the fuck? We're watching Paige in bed right now.
How old is Paige here?
Probably 17, 18.
Yeah.
Well, look at all the money she just got in the card.
Yeah, it's all that English fucking Monopoly money.
Maybe it's her
doesn't mean
birthday.
anything.
Just throw that in the trash. It's worthless.
All those wacky colors and the old lady on it.
Brexit stage left even.
So she goes home.
Yep.
For the big Christmas
time.
massacre.
Yep.
It's a Christmas massacre, and they're all dressed like the Mean Girls during the talent show.
Yes!
Of the Mean Girls.
Oh man, that's so fetch.
The brother seems a little different, a little distant.
Well, he's already. She's tried to call him a million times. He hasn't
must be an issue with my
He's
phone.
hit the bitch button.
Oh yeah, he was giving her the bitch button.
Yeah.
She got the fucking answering machine. He's like, "Hey, Zach here."
And so they're gonna do this big intergender match, brother versus sister, and
As
they've
you
already
do.
got the script set out.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
know what
She
to
gets
do.
over on him, or he puts a little bit on her. Fucking, she goes over, gets a big win.
Exactly.
Right.
Crowd's going. He gets a moderate pop. Gets a couple handshakes from the locals.
Sure does.
She gets a fucking monster ovation.
Heroes welcome.
Heroes welcome.
But she's not even on
posters
TV,
and-
The
right?
baby's back.
Well, you see, the parents are selling all the merchandise
Right.
for her, billing her as the first British 18-year-old NXT signee
And that's very specific, so
with
it is
black
true.
hair and a lip ring.
So, but she
First
comes
ever.
out, blonde, tan, and nothing
People
like.
are like, even better. So she comes out to a rock and roll version of a Christmas song. I don't know if you guys picked up on that,
Yeah.
but it was hilarious. It was like, "Come on, ye faithful, joyous and triumphant."
It's
It
your
was
new
Christmas-
entrance theme
It was a
music.
Christmas massacre, okay?
A rock and roll version of "Come All Ye Faithful."
Yeah.
And then they get in the ring, and the brother has a moment I can only describe as very similar to Debbie on Glow when she was all coked up.
Yes.
Where he just has she's getting over on him, head scissors, doing whatever, goes for the Irish whip. Brother ain't going.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, look, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
we're going into it. He fucking reverses and whips her into the buckle.
Yep.
I've done that many times by accident. Just push somebody too hard with my Irish whip, and I just turn around and they're just crumpled. I'm like,
We're watching this documentary right now, and I guess this is the Union Jack in there. But this is the most.
He looks very different than the movie Union
this
Jack.
the most realistic thing of a indie show here in England, and it looks like there's like 18 people in the crowd.
Union Jack looks like a smaller Big Daddy, but like smaller height-wise, not width-wise.
Yes. I loved Union Jack making his random cameos in the film.
He just kept showing up, and he was like flirting with the mom and shit.
And also getting a bowling ball to the dick.
Yeah, he was like, will you take a garbage can lid to the head? What does it feel like? Wham! Okay, I'll take
All
that.
right.
He's,
How
like, oh,
about,
he's in. He'll do it. He'll do it.
How about a bowling ball to the nads?
Oh,
I don't know. Takes a 12-pounder, shoves it right in there.
up his pee hole?
Yup. That's how they do it in the UK.
I respect that.
They went on. Zach goes off script.
By the way, can I just say, Union Jack was played by Elroy Spoonface Powell.
Oh,
That was his credited name.
all right.
I was blown away by that.
Better than Fork Face.
Or Hatchet Face from Crybaby.
Fuck your face.
She passed away.
Oh,
Yeah,
she was sick.
she had a good run. Not really. She was young.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. So they Zach goes off the rails.
Yep.
Fuck shit up.
See, now, but okay.
So, okay. Is this where we're going to get into about the wrestling?
Yes.
Is wrestling real?
Is wrestling real in this?
That last match was real. It was absolutely real. But here's the thing.
The main event.
Yes.
The crux of the whole movie.
Yes. That was real.
But
NXT, they do a spot. There's a few montages. Fun montages.
Man.
Fucking what was one of them? Oh, taking care of business every day.
I love montages.
And there was them working on moves because she finally turned it around with the girls.
Yep.
Because she found out, oh,
One of the girls is a mother.
I didn't even know you were a mother. You didn't even ask.
Oh.
And then she gifted her the Ultimate Warrior
Wrestling buddy.
That was cute.
Yeah, and
That
then
was
she
adorable.
immediately threw it out. She's like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
threw it into the pool."
Who's this?
This
Is this like a Power Ranger or something?
this stinks.
So do you think the blonde, like any like we're supposed to be like Charlotte or like
No, I think there were girls that never actually made it.
Paige said that all the girls that were represented in the movie have been since Fighter released.
Okay.
So it's
all right.
it's nobody around right now.
Okay.
So the wrestling, as we mentioned in this part,
Uh-huh.
is predetermined. It's
At this point.
right.
Yes.
At this point of the movie.
Because they're working on a suicide dive, and then they do the suicide dive within the match. Everything's choreographed and shit. And then as soon as they do the suicide dive, they all look at each other like it's the end of a sitcom.
And next time
did it.
you drive.
Freeze frame to them all laughing in front of a fucking crowd
Yeah.
while they're just doing suicide
Fade to
dive.
black.
It's fucking terrible. I was so irritated.
Hutch walks in angry and then stops and smiles.
Oh, you girls.
They pulled out a Mentos, so it was all right.
Oh man.
But yeah, this leads. We go from her having like her first. She went from having NXT Divas promo contests where
Yes.
she froze,
Right.
and didn't say anything, and was fucking getting heckled.
Yeah,
and
but those
jeckled.
fans were heckling the hell out of
Yeah.
her.
They sure were.
And they were tearing her apart. They had some good lines. That guy was killing.
He was. I can't remember any of the lines right now, but they were really funny.
Hey, okay, Crypt Keeper, just shit like that. People were like,
Hello, boys and ghouls.
she should have said that. But then we smash cut. They're all at WrestleMania 30.
But not even. Yeah, I mean, it's a very small smash cut because it's like they do the suicide dive. She's finally perfected
Oh, by the way,
her
her
craft.
brother kicks the shit out of her and shoot pins her.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
skipping over that. Her brother just body slammed her and fucking gave her a backbreaker and then tombstoned her.
He did tombstone
and then just
her.
shoot pinned her.
You know what? We shouldn't skip over this because it is the big crux of getting into the third act where she's ready to quit. She's ready to give up.
Yeah, and her brother beat her up because she asked help telling the parents that she wanted to quit.
Right. And he goes off to the bar, gets fucking drunk.
Starts a fight.
It's almost like I've seen that before. The fuck are we watching?
I don't know what's
She's getting her teeth whitened. Yeah.
Gross.
Oh, this is the sex tape.
Maybe she should
guys.
get a tan. That's a natural way to get your teeth whitened.
Oh.
It makes your teeth look whiter by
This
comparison.
is freaky. This is like a horror movie.
So
Yeah, visual medium.
Anyway.
So Zach and her have a big confrontation where it's like, you don't even want this.
I want it as long as you did.
I mean,
It was my dream too.
as unlikable as he was in this movie, I understood where he was coming from in this part. Like, fuck you, bitch. Like, you got the spot, and I had to sit here and do this shit, and you don't even want it.
Whether
Like,
she was there or not, he wasn't getting that spot.
I understand that, but
he
like,
wasn't.
But
Like,
I
what the
do. But I understand what you're saying, Mikey. Is that like everybody has that jealousy or that feeling where like, oh, they've been somebody else has been picked over them.
oh yeah,
like, how dare you get the spot and then not want it?
I know. I've been deflating AG's tires for years.
That's you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is forcing Paige to kind of take a stand and say, no, this is what I
No,
want.
I do want it.
I am gonna fight
For
my
my family.
And it also kind of tries to snap Zach out of it, but not quite because
He doesn't step out of it until the older brother comes.
well,
along.
the older brother, shows back up, gets out of jail finally.
the zebra kid.
The zebra kid.
Yep.
All right.
He's been in jail for being violent and stuff, but he got out. His girlfriend was there. He's happy. That was such like a non-moment. Like, he's all cool now. He's like, nah, I fucked
chill.
up. Yeah, he's like, I fucked up. It's whatever.
Been in jail for 8 years. That's cool, or whatever long he was on jail for.
So she takes that moment of her brother and her getting along. Her brother's like, you don't want it. She's like, I do want it. But hasn't she already been like cut? Like, she didn't honk the horn, but she's gone.
I mean,
She went back to England and wrestled the show. Like, that's it for her.
No, he just said go home. He didn't fire her. She didn't quit.
He said,
Well,
"Go."
because
Take a break,
listen,
brother.
Hutch and that Guardian Angel Rock, it was all part of their plan. They told that blonde girl to go home, but when
That's
she
right.
showed back up in slow motion
with black hair.
wearing her jean jacket,
Yep, and she took off her glasses and the fucking her hair out of a ponytail and the
Oh,
paint
whoa.
on her overalls.
paint on her overalls.
Flipped her hair and went ah.
Can you do that?
No, one more time. Mike here.
This is my house.
My
Crazy.
house. Man, I can't wait to hear that sometime in the future. Yeah, so she comes back and she's ready to fight, which leads to that amazing montage. And we get you guys okay? What's going on
Rewind
here?
that for a second.
All right, hold on.
This is the car driving by.
This is
But yeah, she uses the crux to like re-inspire her. So we get montage number 2.
Get crazy.
Get wild. I wish they used that as the montage, but she uses that montage to get better, to get along with the girls now.
and so now it's WrestleMania 30.
Yeah,
They're all
WrestleMania
getting to go-
XXX.
They get invited.
And that's our cameos of Big Show and Sheamus at catering.
arguing at catering and pages between them stealing hot dogs.
So unrealistic. First of all, it's WrestleMania. The catering is not going to be hot dogs, French fries, and cheeseburgers.
You don't think so?
No,
WrestleMania.
it was so tiny.
Yeah, and Big Show's arguing like, I can't eat a hot dog. Do you know what's in that stuff? You ever see the movie Knucklehead? I love that movie.
And you're never gonna tell me that Big Show has never had a hot dog.
Yes. Big Show's never eaten a hot dog in his life.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying.
It's a hot take. We also get a great cameo from The Miz.
Yep. He is who's awesome?
I'm awesome.
I love The
Walks
Miz.
by the 3 blonde models.
And they're all
checking
losing their
them out.
mind
Yeah,
over
of
that.
course.
One of those models, Maurice.
Wait. Oh, no, you're just saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I was like, wait a
I'm trying to
second.
think. Imagine if it could have been. I'm trying to think.
Don't
It's
try to
probably-
think
it's
too
probably
hard.
like Diva Search Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Just like fucking Amy Weber.
Oh, I loved Amy Weber.
No, you didn't.
Sure did.
She was on an episode of Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, and she was in. We talked about this in the in our Best in Show episode about it. Anyway, we're at WrestleMania, but Hutch says we got to come with me right now.
She's holding 3 hot dogs,
I thought the hot dogs were free.
much like her sex tape.
All right,
Let's get to
Let's
it.
get into it. So Lumberjake had to walk away.
Yeah.
God damn! Like that. Like there's times in life where you're like, why didn't I think of that? God damn, that's fucking funny. They had her hold 3 fucking hot dogs.
Yep. And then immediately make the sex tape reference.
Yes.
And you might be saying, why on earth would they make a sex tape reference?
Well, it was very natural the way they put it in there.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, you see, was
Well,
this
this is-
after Paige had won?
no.
No. So this
is
was
where we
after
still at
they're in,
WrestleMania.
they're in the skybox.
This is where we get
Rocky,
the reveal.
Rock
no,
came-
they're outside the skybox. They're about to go in. Paige is holding her dogs. She's the Rock. The Rock.
Paige is holding her dogs.
The Rock sees Hutch,
And she goes,
and she goes, "You know him?"
Yeah. I call him Sex Tape because he always makes people famous.
And we find out that the person who threw Hutch off of the 30-foot cage and broke his clavicle
What?
was
No
the
way.
Rock.
No.
Which definitely never happens with
Right.
any of the people that were inspired
Nope.
or anyone ever.
Nope.
No one ever went off a 30-foot cage,
Rocky,
period.
Rocky Hell in a Cell. Fuck that.
It's funny, Paige actually said that line was in the movie before the leak, before the sex tape. But wouldn't you fucking think that they
Cut
would
it.
take it
Why
out?
wouldn't they take it out?
Cut it.
Yeah.
Unless
She's
Rock-
probably like, keep it in.
No, it'd be funny. Me and X will laugh over it. She calls Xavier Woods. X.
X gonna give it to her?
Yep, he
Oh.
sure did.
I call him Triple X.
Yep.
Oh.
Brad Maddox like, B's gonna film it to you. What? Gonna film it to you.
Oh man.
Maddox.
So Rock's in the skybox. He had just done his opening promo with Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah,
It
the
was
Superdome.
And he was able in the giant Superdome to
Yep.
make it from the ring and the entranceway all the way to the other side of the building.
Correct.
I mean, he's The Rock, right?
Yeah.
Well, they actually.
Well,
they-
if he's
they-
got wings.
No, that must have been after they went into the room because she met The Rock in the room.
Correct. I
They
was
let-
trying to say that, but Mikey discounted me and said no.
Yeah, because
No, he does the promo and then he comes around.
But what we're saying is the conversation about Hutch is
Then
after.
because she's led into like a secret room all by herself and she's looking
Right.
around. It's an empty
Exactly.
room, and then it's
Talking
Rock-
about the semantics of this is.
then The Rock comes in like nothing happened. Paige claims this did happen.
And that's. I mean, so did they call her family and do impressions?
Oh no! I mean, I'm sure they called the family. I think if we.
I
watched-
believe that Rock went to her and said, "Hey, you're getting called up. You're going to be at Raw tomorrow, working AJ."
Yeah,
But I doubt that they're like, "Let's call your family," because I come from a wrestling family,
No, I think-
and I want to just share this moment
No,
with
I
you.
think the phone call actually did happen. The Rock wasn't doing fucking catchphrases.
What are you talking about? The Rock has been watching over her career since the very beginning when she first started as a little girl in Norwich, England.
That's right. And someday I'll get my wings.
It showed a flashback of him with like a big afro and a mustache, like watching her when she was 13. Like,
Also, at this point, she doesn't have gear. All of the cheerleaders and
Same.
the models have
professionally made,
nice looking gear,
tailored gear.
and she just still has her t-shirt and shorts with the studded belt on.
Same. Me and Paige are 2 peas in a pod.
Cast.
That's our line.
Yeah, well, get the fuck out of our pod. Me and Paige need some
Oh
privacy.
no.
She doesn't care about that, obviously.
So when
Yeah,
we
but
talk
I do.
about
I'm bashful.
so when we talk about wrestling being real, again we got to Raw the next night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This match with AJ Lee defending her Divas. She had just won a Divas Invitational the night
sure
before.
did.
Well-
defeating 14 divas in the Vicky Guerrero Divas Invitational.
Was Sunny in it?
I can tell you.
Tell us who it. Give it to us, Lumberjake.
AJ Lee defeated Oksana, Alicia Fox, Brie Bella, Cameron, Emma, Eva Marie, Layla, Naomi, Natalia, Nikki Bella, Rosa Mendez, Summer Rae, and Tamina.
Wow.
In 6 minutes and 47 seconds.
Wow. They all get jobbed out quick.
Yup.
Was it a gauntlet?
I think
How
it was
does
more a battle royal. It had to have been.
It had to have been a
right?
battle royal.
Where they could be eliminated through any rope.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, sure could.
All right.
Summer Rae just rolls out of the ring.
I'm out.
Pulls a Gail Kim.
So I mean, I kind of understand why they went this route, because they can't have The Rock say,
You're going over.
"You're going over. We're going to give you the belt." They needed to have that.
Why not?
Listen,
Well, because they're trying to not just market it towards wrestling fans, they're trying to market it towards...
They've already torn down the
I
wall.
know.
They said wrestling's not fake, it's fixed.
I know.
They said it. They said it already. You can't go back.
I agree.
Wow. When she got to the back after Shoot winning the Divas title, Hutch would have been, what the fuck was fire number 4?
Fire number 4.
Like, what the fuck?
It's weird.
Wrestling's only... well, you see, non-title matches are fake but real. The
Oh,
title matches are
okay.
real.
All
I
right.
remember hearing that as a kid.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we watched the actual event of AJ Lee versus Paige and her debut before we started recording.
Identical.
Identical, except for a couple of small changes.
Yeah, a couple of small, huge changes.
One, can we talk about AJ Lee's gear?
Well, but yeah, that
So-
was
so-
good.
Zelina Vega plays AJ Lee in this movie.
Correct.
Is this the first time we mentioned this?
Yes.
So she's wearing Zelina Vega's
Vega
gear.
gear.
Yes.
She's not dressed as
AJ
AJ.
Lee.
How hard would it have been?
Really, I don't. They
They grab a T-shirt and
especially-
jeans?
especially at the fact that she really was barely in the fucking movie.
You know, you guys were fucking shitting on me yesterday when I brought this up. Well, it's a small thing, creative license.
It's a small- it's
and
a-
then
it's
you
a s-
watch it, and then you're like, wow, that really is.
It's a small thing. I don't know. Maybe
It's lazy.
it's a small thing, but it surprised me how little she was in the movie. And like, yeah, you could throw on some shorts and let her skip around.
No.
Do you think that it's
Paige had a bikini?
Do you think that they maybe had Zelina Vega not dressed that way because, like, from the movie perspective, she
In
looks
that-
too much
in that
like
nifty
Paige.
robe?
Like she's too much like in like jeans and a shirt.
That's what happened. That's what happened. It's what happened in real life. If you didn't like it then, don't do it. Don't put two people in jean shorts in the ring.
I'm just saying.
I'm
You
just saying.
know who was missing from this? Tamina.
No, she wasn't. I
She
didn't
was the
miss her
robe.
at all.
She was the robe. Because Zelina Vega came out in a robe that...
For once, creative license is good. Get rid of Tamina. That's fine.
But why
Like,
why even say it's AJ? Why give her the music? Just have her come out to
Because
whatever.
it is AJ. She cut the AJ promo.
I'm just saying.
she cut a good version of the
It
promo.
didn't have. If you're not gonna, I'm getting back on your side, Lumberjake. If it's not gonna be a full AJ Lee, what's the point of even doing it then? Because that happened, I understand, but like, why?
This fucking bitch is eating McDonald's. Her NXT
Same.
castle.
Oh, look at the little... There's the action figures.
Aw,
They're
that's-
making...
that looks nothing like
That's
Paige.
a man.
Yeah. That's really offensive, Mikey. They can be whatever they want to be. Mikey was just watching that video of the guy in games and the lady in GameStop.
Mm-hmm.
He's just being really homophobic
He sure
and
is.
transphobic. Classic Mike Pavin.
Classic.
Then
It's not. I'm not. that's not
Paige comes
classic.
out.
I just want to let you know.
I want to let everyone know Mikey is one of the biggest supporters of the trans community.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you almost tried to deny it for a
No,
second.
I was gonna say I love, and then I stopped.
Okay. We'll just edit it and post later.
See, we make all these jokes, but we love everyone. We're the most supportive people we know.
Yup. We are the most supportive people we know.
Dr. Phil says that a lot. He goes, "I'm the least judgmental person I know." That's the douchiest
You
thing I've
can't
ever.
say that about yourself.
I know.
It's also a really good Dr. Phil impression.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I learned it from years of watching Scary Movie 3.
Oh,
Him
okay.
and Shaq's shoot off in the Saw parody.
They sure did do
Oh,
that
man,
in
what
that
a classic.
movie.
If
So
Shaq couldn't make a free throw.
Paige comes out and she's still timid and scared. Paige.
They also didn't give her like the Raven music, like the
Right.
Caw! Like it just went right to ba-da-down, ba-da-down.
I'm really like that way. I feel it was stretching it too much to have this moment where AJ Lee's talking her down. She's like, "I'm scared. I don't know what to do."
Right. What's the point of having the montage where she's actually like
confident?
Right, and then she comes out and she's still
Well,
like.
there should be a moment where she pauses for half a second and then bum bum
Right,
bum bum.
exactly.
Bum, bum.
She wasn't even going to be able to leave the locker room until her brother called her.
Fucking yeah.
Oh yeah, excuse me. It wasn't after the AJ Lee thing. It was when Hutch was banging on her door for fucking 20 minutes to come out for live TV. That's fire number 4. Fire number 5 is beating AJ Lee.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Motherfucker.
Zach has had a come to Jesus moment where his brother and him are jogging. He's like, "You could have made it to WWE too," and he goes, "No, I couldn't. I didn't have you."
Bah!
Right, and Paige did have him.
And also Paige brought up, "Hey, listen, you're training a blind kid to wrestle," and had one of the best lines in the entire movie where she goes, "Just because you're not doing it for a million people doesn't mean you're not making a difference."
Yeah, and you know what?
And then he took to the fact of, oh, you know what? I am a good trainer. I am training a blind person to wrestle, and that's when the blind person finally went up to the top and hit his cross body.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Now, real quick, we have the real documentary just on in the background.
Zodiac Zack just got squashed by the Big Show.
Zodiac Zack actually got a spot,
TV time,
which is cool.
Yeah.
Even if it's a little, he gets squashed, but it's 3-on-1.
Yeah.
Sorry,
against
it's
Big
the
Show.
end of the line for you.
Shake my hand and get out of here.
I don't know. I would like to have seen that in the movie.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
I thought that
Get squashed by Big Show and Sheamus for stealing a hot dog.
yes.
I thought there was another good line where Paige is like, "I've got no friends and I'm lonely." He goes, "Welcome to wrestling. Buy a cat."
Yeah.
The three of us popped so big for that.
That's
Yes.
a great line.
Like, I feel like all the non-wrestling people in the crowd were kind of like, huh? But us three were dying.
It's perfect. It was awesome.
Because it's so true.
I mentioned to you guys on the podcast a long time ago about when they filmed this match between Paige and Zelina Vega.
The crowd was very open and welcoming.
Or the exact opposite.
Oh, my
They
mistake.
were incredibly brutal, angry, irate that they were having to sit through this. Rock had to come out multiple times to try to get them warmed up. They actually, fun fact, at one point in trying to control the crowd reaction, they called CM Punk on the telephone. Chris Rock pulled out his cell phone and called Punk and didn't
Chris Rock
answer.
was there?
Yep. No, The Rock.
Oh, I thought you said Chris Rock.
No, The Rock called CM Punk on his phone and tried to get him to answer. Went to voicemail, but they left a voicemail and got like, "Everybody say hi to CM Punk."
And then CM Punk immediately blocked The Rock's number.
Yeah, well, because during the acting scenes, they were chanting CM Punk, CM Punk.
Yeah.
So Rocky tried to get rid of the chants by
Right.
let's just lean into it.
Mm-hmm.
But so I mean, this was really heavily edited down.
Yep.
To where they had the very basic parts of the match.
For the best.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
When
was
you hit
whatever.
the
They got
Zach
the-
Turner, it was crazy.
Oh my God, the Zack attack?
Yeah.
Like, oh, he stole your move. She stole your move. He's like, nope, I gave her.
That's my favorite move of Zodiac Zack, and it's also my favorite band of Zach Morris.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember Zack Attack?
I do. There's everybody's watching at home on the TV. The family's all watching. Everybody celebrates when she shockingly wins the Divas Championship.
The mom's holding up her
The
cardboard belt.
title.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then
the
the
one
girlfriend's mom hugs Union Jack.
Yep.
She finally gets into it at the end.
She does.
She hugs. Didn't she? She was like, "Get the bitch."
Yeah, something
Yep.
like
And
that.
they never swear. They're not allowed to swear.
No.
My favorite line from the whole movie, and they said it
Ooh,
twice.
Audrey Marie.
They said it.
Was she one of the?
She might have
maybe.
been.
Good to know.
Fucking,
Oh.
shit. And Sophia
Sophia
Cortez.
Cortez.
Okay, so we're getting kind of a background as to who these
So we
girls
still get the
were.
documentary on. The documentary is available on Vimeo if
And
you want to
she's
check
not
it
at
out.
NXT. She's at FCW.
Oh, shit.
Oh, they both did the
She
thing.
stole Sophia Cortez.
This is the tag match. They're going to do the suicide dive.
No.
Holy shit! These are the girls. Is that Becky Lynch?
It's who is
No,
that?
it's not Becky Lynch.
That's awesome.
So
my favorite line of this whole movie is, and they said it twice. Fuck me dead and bury me pregnant. That's gotta be a British
Dick
thing.
me dead.
Dick me dead and
me
Dick
bury
me
dead.
dead
Right.
and bury me
Dick
pregnant.
me dead and bury me pregnant. I
Paige
love
said it
it.
first when she saw The Rock, and Rock goes, "Hey, that's a good little pickup line."
And then the mom said it.
and he goes, "Oh, there's that line again."
My favorite line was the cat line. That was the best. Get a cat.
I thought that was fantastic.
There goes one out the ring. Here comes the other.
Here comes the dive.
Man.
Oh.
That's Becky Lynch.
Is it? It is Becky
What
Lynch.
a bitch.
Oh my God. How dare she? Dare she do that to Paige?
Yeah.
Especially as another non-model wrestler.
So as we wrap this up, I want to talk to you guys about box office real quick. So this weekend was the first weekend of the wide release for Fighting with My Family.
What was the opening weekend?
Well, I'm going to ask you
I'm
guys.
asking you.
No, it was this weekend.
Oh.
So you ask us what place it came in?
Right. So let's
Out of how many?
let's do top 5. So I'm going to tell you right now,
It's in the top 5.
top 5.
Wow.
So
And it just came out. Just hit
wide
wide release
release
Thursday, right? Or Friday?
well, technically Thursday night showings were they had Thursday showings. This is the estimated weekend gross. Obviously, Sunday totals have not been tallied. Our 3 tickets have not been added.
What other
But-
movies are out right
Our
now?
3 tickets have not been added.
Right. I mean, well, let's
There's
I
a
mean,
lot of movies out. Bohemian Rhapsody.
that's been out for like 5 months.
Still going strong.
Well, so let me put it this way: what do you think it landed in the top 5?
I would.
Number 5.
I'm going to say number 3.
Okay, so it is currently sitting at number 4.
Okay. Me and Mikey split the difference.
Right down the middle.
So
That's good, though, for the opening weekend.
Yeah.
What are the
it's
other-
not good for the opening weekend.
I mean, I'm surprised that it made it to that number.
To be fair, there was nearly nobody in the theater with us.
Right. So the weekend gross right
We
now
also went
is
at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday.
That's fair.
right. The weekend gross right now is basically $8,012,000.
What was the budget?
Not great.
Oh, the budget's like $20 million.
Yeah.
But it's gotten a 90%. What the fuck?
Actually, I don't have the exact budget right now, but so right now, number 1 at the box office is How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World.
Well, that's a fucking blockbuster. That shit's going to be huge.
This was its first week in release. Their weekend gross, $55 million. Number 2 in theaters right now is Alita: Battle Angel.
Fucking Lita's biography.
Yep.
Came out. What?
Yep, that's right. Lita here.
Here's me on Dark Angel. Broke
That's
my
what her
neck.
name was named after. Number 3 at the box office is the Lego Movie 2, the second part.
Okay, so that's opening weekend for that too.
No, it's not. It's been out for weeks.
Why do you say things that you don't know?
Here's the thing. I pretty much do know them, but I'm just being a scamp.
He's being a scamp.
Fucking scamp.
Number 4 is Fighting with My Family. And the number 5 movie is Isn't It Romantic?
Isn't it?
Oh, the Rebel Wilson.
Rebel Wilson. I got confused because it was just tied pretty much with What Men Want.
Did we talk?
What?
Did we talk about the Rebel Wilson preview?
We missed the Rebel Wilson preview. Rebel will win. It's a remake of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
That
with
looked pretty funny.
Anne Hathaway, and I love Anne Hathaway.
I love the bit where she goes, "Hey, butler guy, take my bags," and she threw the bag at him and he just went off a cliff.
My favorite bit when she was playing the blind. She was playing the blind person. And it was like,
Yes!
excuse me, sir."
She's
and
touching Anne Hathaway's tits.
chest.
Yeah.
And she, sir,
Sir, can you scooch over a bit?
I would do the same.
I'd fuck the shit out of Rebel Wilson.
Oh, okay.
hot take.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Fat Amy?
that's not who I
Yeah.
thought you were going to say you were going to fuck the shit out of.
Yeah, no, everyone thought I was going to say the other one.
The other
No,
one.
don't talk that way about Anne.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
don't be
Louise.
rude.
She's playing second fiddle to Rebel Wilson there.
Disagree. Rebel
Yeah,
Wilson's
she's the
playing second
star.
fiddle to
No
her.
way.
Yeah.
That's where all the box office came. The only way the box office could have been bigger is if they got Topher Grace.
Ooh, the pastor?
Yup.
Hey, guys.
Yep.
What did we learn?
Oh.
I learned always look so you know when to duck, and then if you don't, you get a receipt.
I learned that all pregnancies are unplanned.
I learned that Mike Pava likes to put a straw into his popcorn and to get the butter all the way down to the bottom of the bag.
But it didn't work because he needed to get butter afterwards too.
I mean, it worked. I just like a lot of butter.
You, know, you can just wring out my hair.
You do use butter in the
That's true.
shower.
That's
yeah,
true.
I always wondered why there was a tub of like
Land O'Lakes?
He does do Land
I
O'Lakes.
like a
Yes.
good Land O'Lakes. So just grab a nice. It's like a pomade.
Yeah, it makes it look. It makes it look so shiny.
Yeah, JC's drains are doing terrible, by the way.
Really bad,
Lots
and
of
I'm
butter,
very
really
angry
clogged.
about that.
Also, his toilet's clogged. Different reason.
You son of a bitch. Any final thoughts on Fighting with My Family?
It was fun to go and watch the movie with my two brothers,
Oh,
my best friends.
oh.
And it was really good to go to the movies with one of my best friends.
He wasn't talking about you. He was talking about me.
Calm down.
Jeez, you don't have to make it. You don't have to go into my joke.
Jesus.
Just so you know.
Just you guys are all aware.
If he
all
was
of our
talking about
listeners-
anyone, it's me.
Yeah, you, UK listener, are one. I just want to let you know. He still downloads the podcast. He or she still downloads
They're
the
gonna
podcast.
love Fighting with My Family.
or
he
they're gonna
she.
hate us reviewing it.
Oh, come on. Cheerio, woke up, and your little Monopoly money.
Oh yeah, that's
so we are again threewaytheater.com. Check us out on all social media at Three Way Theater, and coming up, and very very soon we've got our Best in Show for WrestleMania season, doing WrestleManiac 27.
Yeah.
And also then coming up on Three Way Theater proper, we're going to be kind of returning back to TV. We're going to be doing the pilot TV movie of Tag Team.
Tag team.
Oh shit! The Roddy Piper Jesse Ventura vehicle.
That's right. I'm really excited about doing that.
That'll
one.
be interesting. This is the pilot that never got picked up.
Right, they did
correct?
not pick it up, and then they just aired it as a TV movie, a
Hour
special.
long or so?
It's about because it was with commercials, so it would have been like a probably like a 90-minute, so it was 58 minutes, no commercials. I think they edited the commercials out. It's available
Now,
on
if we
YouTube.
need a little more to watch. I've got two.
We don't need
It's
more
an
to
hour
watch.
long. What do you
It's
mean?
only an hour long.
We got through the Flintstones
And WrestleManiac.
7.
Nope. Ought.
Oh, I love WrestleManiac.
Ought.
Yes. But yeah, this was fun. I can't wait for the next movie that comes out into theaters that we're going to be able to watch.
Will it be the Hulk? Well, that's not going to be in theaters.
That'll be in
Netflix.
Netflix.
That's going to be Pandemonium.
That was
Maybe.
great though because Brutus the Barber Beefcake tweeted out that he was really excited and proud of his brother Hulk Hogan getting this big movie, and he's going to be the first one lining up in the theater to watch it.
Oh, but it's not in theaters.
Tell that to Brother Brutai.
I already have it queued up in my Netflix. I'll be strutting and cutting right down to the theaters.
And maybe showing up to my bookings or not.
Probably not, though. Good thing we missed that bullet.
We'll see him at FanFest and we'll ask him,
Yeah.
like, what's your rate?
Boom. Dum, 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 boom, ba-dum, dum, dum, bum, bum, bum.
Well, I'm JC.
I'm Mike Pava.
I'm Lumberjake.
You see? Yes, you are.
I'm Lumberjake.
And this has been
Three-Way Theater presents Three-Way Theater.
Paige here.
Dog here.
I am the dog, the big bad dog.
Fucking sex tape.
I love your sex tape.